forging demonstration with clay, because it's an easy way to work out designs and stuff like that for forging. So you have an offset taper. It's offset. Make sure your snout's nice. The next thing you do is set the jaw. So you come over to the edge of the rounded part of the anvil, decide how deep you want it, half on, half off, with a hammer blow. You see how it establishes, it fullers down. This clay, you got to be careful or you'll thin it too much. So anyway, back on, half off, hammer blow, fullers down, establishes the jaw. Okay, now you can see that. Got my offset taper, establish the jaw. At this point I would actually start rounding the snout. That not only gives me a little bit of the bottom lip, which it may be desirable, may not be. I kind of like it. You have this little plane, so there's your raised snouts. So you can see the little head there. You can also come back and do the same rounding on the neck. See how you pretty much established a lump out here that will become the head. Now this is clay, so it's much softer. As you can see, the next step would be to be able to go to the post vise, and we're going to put some eyes, snout, the nose, nostril holes, and mouth. Come back. I would also probably do some rounding, smoothing, softening the look of these planes. While I'm still here on the anvil, I would also flip it up, and this is not the, I'd probably use a bigger liner, but this will work for now. But this, I say bigger liner because this is such a much larger horse head that I wanted you to be able to see the details exactly the way I did the smaller version of the horse. Actually, I was going to set up in the post vise, but the post vise is still pretty hot from the doing the steel. So you take the eye punch, and you would either do it under, you could do it on the anvil. I kind of do it close to the edge. Kind of gives me that little bit of a swell. That little swell could be a guide. You can see it right there, or you can just transfer your eye. It goes, oh, I want it right there. So close to the edge again. See how it pushes that out. If you do this very hot, it gives you more of a push out. Then when it's in the post vise, in the backing tool, which would be really nice if it was right now. Before I do that, I would actually probably forge the snout a little rounder, so that when I take my nostril tool, push these nostrils up, get that, chisel in the mouth, you get that. And the next operation, I would actually start, and I've got this so thin right here, and it's like so wiggly wobbly with this clay. I kind of wish I hadn't thinned it out so much. So I spread the cross section of the neck. You saw me do it. Flip it over. Drive it down while it's hot. I'm just going to pull that out. You saw me use the rounding hammer. This is going to Real wiggly and wobbly because it's such small, such thin clay right there. But anyway, it's so thin, and you saw me just hammer it over. Then with another heat, supported in the backing block in the post vise, I drove the head down. Starting to look pretty familiar, eh? Then I came in lastly on these sharp upper corners, cut the ear, started with shallow, go deeper, shallow, go deeper. And there's the basic horse. There's your horse head in play.